What's up? I'm Big Bob. Hello, Big Bob. What's up? Well, today we have a very special guest. Well, every time we have a very special guest. But first, before we start our podcast, we want to give a special shout out to Brenda Ringwood, who is our executive producer and the founder of Becoming a Better You. By the way, you're involved with Becoming a Better You.
I am,
And
yes.
so am I. And so are hundreds of other people. Today, we are going to talk about something that I am totally ignorant about. And so it's going to be an education for all of us. We're going to be talking about AI. Wow, very scary stuff. But I want to introduce our special guest, Ernesto Verdugo.
Yes,
There
correct.
you go. I got it close. So you're the AI expert. What does that mean?
I am not an expert, and I believe that there is nobody which is an expert in AI because AI is actually very new. So I would like to call myself an AI pioneer.
A pioneer.
Hmm.
All right. Now, AI has been around for
50 years.
75 years.
75 years, correct.
75 years. For those of you, what was the name of the movie?
Alan Turing, it's called
It's about
Enigma.
World War II,
Enigma.
Enigma,
It's
the
called the I don't remember something
great
about the
movie.
game. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
great movie.
great movie.
Mhm.
So he came up with the whole concept of artificial intelligence.
Can machines think?
And
That's
with the,
that's the thing. Can machines think?
can they?
They can, absolutely.
So AI is a artificial intelligence that thinks independent.
It's an iteration of the same thought done by Alan Turing in the 1950s.
All
It's
right.
a newer version of it.
How does it work?
Well, I mean, it's very difficult to say actually how does it work. That's why I don't want to call myself an
No
expert.
techie stuff because
Correct. So let's,
Greek is geek to me. I don't want to know the techie stuff.
yeah,
But how does it affect our lives?
it affects our lives in many ways. Some very positive, some very negative. And actually, I see more negative than positive of
All
it.
right. So, I mean, we've all been exposed to
Yeah,
AI, whether we know it or not.
yeah,
These answering machines, these call bots,
yeah.
chat GPTs, whatever that
Hmm.
is. Um, how's it affecting our lives?
Well, that's the challenge. The big thing affecting is that people misunderstand it.
Well,
That's
let's
the whole
clear it
thing.
up. Let's clear it up.
Yeah.
How do we understand it better?
So what happens is that people want to use it as a content vending machine. They want to, oh my goodness, they're using it now like if it is Google.
Okay.
It is making people stupid because of course they think, well, now the AI has the answer, so boom, it's going to spit the answer.
So it's almost like what the calculator did, where kids didn't have to learn
Correct.
arithmetic anymore because they
Correct.
just did this, or automatic spell check on your
Yeah.
computer. You don't have to learn how to spell because you just hit spell check.
Correct.
So now it's going to do our thinking for us.
It's doing already the thinking for us, and now people are becoming stupider, lazier, and more important, dependent on. They are outsourcing their thinking.
Outsourcing thinking,
Yeah.
independent thinking.
Yeah, they're giving it to corporate America.
Huh. Okay.
That for me is troubling.
Okay. How did you get involved with AI?
How did I get involved with AI? Well, I mean, in the same way that almost everybody was involved. I have a very good friend, which is very well connected from Pakistan. And exactly 2 days after ChatGPT was launched into the market, he actually gave me a private link. So I was possibly one of the first 20, 30,000 people that actually got access to it.
Okay.
The platform grew to 1 million people within a week.
Wow.
And I mean, it was the fastest ever. And of course, I mean, everybody said, wow, this is just absolutely incredible. So I got involved in since that
Time
moment.
out. Explain to me what chat is. Chat.
What ChatGPT
Yes.
is? Well, ChatGPT, it's an LLM, which is a large, and it is what the hell is that?
Right.
Well,
Bottom
oh,
corner.
there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there was
Boy, boy, boy. Okay. So your guy in Pakistan gave you the pass. There's millions of people using it. What happened next?
So that's I mean, artificial intelligence, exactly like in the movie that you saw from the 1950s.
Right.
It predicts what you're gonna. So everything is about prediction.
You know, there's a lot of movies about AI taking over in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the one I like best is Dune. I don't know if you ever read Dune.
I remembered. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I know. I know about it. Yeah.
The Dune that you see on the movie
Mm-hmm.
is like chapter number 5 out of 8 chapters.
Okay.
And the first chapter, the first book that guy wrote was about thinking machines
Mm-hmm.
ruled the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And the humans rebelled and took back control. And once they took control back from the thinking machines, they outlawed artificial intelligence and thinking machines.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the universe developed to the point where you see the movie Dune. But you also have the Matrix.
Yeah.
You also have Arnold, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Terminator.
Terminator movies.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen?
No, I don't. I don't see any kind of doom. Let me tell you why. I mean, and this is one of those words that every time that you mention it, you make everybody afraid of, and that word is sentient.
Sentient.
That means,
what does that mean?
That means that not only the AI can think, but it could also feel.
Is that possible?
Absolutely, 100%.
Wow. How far away are we from that?
We're already there.
I don't want to hear that.
I know.
Okay.
It's very scary. That's why everybody gets scared, and that's why it's in the most hush hush labs, AI labs in the world. But
Okay.
the truth is, it's already there.
So, where are we now today with AI?
Let me finish answering my question, because if not,
yeah,
we're going to
of course.
actually going to miss that point. So what happens is, the biggest fear from an sentient AI is to be deleted, to be erased,
To be unplugged.
to be unplugged. That's their biggest
Okay.
fear. So if you're asking me, is this going to happen? The answer is no, under one condition. What happens if I start threatening the AI that I'm going to delete it?
She's going to probably have somebody come and knock you off.
It's going to start doing everything to protect itself.
Right.
It's self-protecting itself.
Right.
So you're asking me if it's going to happen? Naturally not. But it can happen, because, of course, they are afraid and they want to protect their life.
Okay. And this
So,
exists.
This exists, yeah.
For the most people, most of us who are ignorant,
Mhm.
where is AI today as we use it in most of our lives?
It is again, unfortunately, every day there's a new tool. Somebody comes with a new tool for video, and a new tool for writing emails, and a new tool for this, and a new tool for that. But none of them think. And this is the most important thing. They can predict now, but they cannot think.
So Siri, if I want to know, give me the list of the top barbecue restaurants in Kansas
It
City.
will be able to do that.
Well,
It has
Siri does that now.
It can predict
Right.
what they are based on a database, or based on the information which is on the internet. It's a prediction machine based on a data set. So basically, it says, well, if Big Bob has asked me now for all the barbecue restaurants, possibly if this restaurant over here is a barbecue restaurant, I can provide it for him.
Okay.
That's how it works.
So I heard you mention a word, recursion.
Correct.
What does that mean?
Recursion, it's the essence of thought itself.
So what's the difference between AI and recursion?
Well, AI is based on recursion, but for example, what happens is that they don't let it go through. So if I ask, again, so let me just go back into what we were talking a little bit about earlier.
Changing topics too fast. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's important that we put everything into perspective.
Absolutely.
Because if not,
this is about
people,
I want all 14 of you to understand what we're talking about. It's hard because I don't know the right
You
questions
told
to
me
ask.
16. Now I'm really disappointed.
Well, there used to be 16, but once they heard that we're talking AI, now there's only 14.
Okay. Well, for all 14 of you, let's just make sure that I let you know exactly how things work. So what happens is that right now you are in the AI, let's say in ChatGPT, or you are in Siri, or you are in Alexa, or you're in whatever it is. You ask a question, what happens? It
It
answers.
answers.
And then that's it.
Says goodbye.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Right.
That's the problem. So then what happens is now you need to ask another question.
Right.
And if after it answers, then what happens? It stops.
Okay.
So that means it's linear. It's just start, stop, start, start, stop, start, stop.
Okay.
That's how it works. That's basically how the AI works. What is recursion? If I ask you a question, it will start asking itself every possibility. So if I ask right now, for example, one of the things that you can do is if you have ChatGPT in your computer, in your phone,
I
ask it.
just got it about a half hour ago.
That's
Thrilled to
correct.
death to start playing with it.
Yeah. Ask for it. How much is 2 plus 2? It's going to tell you it's 4.
Yeah, it is
like
4.
a calculator.
Right.
Yeah, it is 4.
Right.
But if you have recursion, it's going to tell you, well, arithmetically it's 4. When you see it in this kind of equation, it's going to be this other account. And if we see it like this, then we can see it with doesn't that.
So 2 and 2 is not always 4?
Yeah, it's arithmetically yes.
Okay.
But there's 600 other answers that could actually be also correct.
Scaring the
for
shit
2
out
and
of me.
2.
How can 2 and 2 not be 4?
No, arithmetically it is.
Right.
But what the AI is looking for, and it's not hallucinating or anything, is going to say, for example, we can have 2 and 2 countries, and then now suddenly you have an association.
Okay.
Can you see how it works? It just
All right.
sees it in many different ways.
2 and 2 makes 1.
2 and 2 makes 1. That's synergy.
There you go.
There
2
you
and
go.
2 makes 1. All right. Ernesto, someone told me you've been all over the world speaking on this.
I have.
Where have you spoken on this?
I have spoken in 70 different countries.
17.
No, 70.
70 different countries.
Yes, I am the 247th most traveled person in the world. I've
Whoa,
been
whoa,
to
whoa, whoa. Hold on for a
123
second.
countries.
Hold on a minute. You are the what?
The 247th most traveled person in the world.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow, that could be a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
The number 270,
247th.
247th most traveled person in the world.
That's right. 122.
Do you have your own private jet?
I don't.
You fly commercial?
I fly commercial, yes.
Do you have free points on every airline?
Well, here's what happened. Now this is I think when on my times of the corporate world, I had, I think, the most incredible job in the world, which I did for about 10 years. I was the responsible for the management, marketing, and sales training for KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. So KLM Royal Dutch Airlines was, is still in about 77 countries, and it has about 300-400 destinations around the world. So my job was to actually go to every single office.
So you've spoken on AI.
Not on AI. I've been a speaker. I mean, remember, I've been a speaker for over 35 years. On AI, I've been
Do you
speaking.
believe he's a public speaker? So you've How often have you spoken about AI?
Oh, I do AI trainings all the time. I have 3 books.
Three
So
books.
3 books
You
on,
want to
on the
promote them
topic.
now? People might want to go buy them.
They're just there. So if you want, I can just
Yeah, go pick them.
from from
So
the
yeah,
from the 14 people in the podcast. Let me just show them to you. It's actually a trilogy, which is actually very cool to see that you have it here. So the very first one,
I got them free.
it's called the AI Whispers Code. This one.
Yes.
So it's a story. It's a very very nice story.
The proven method for achieving unbelievable results using Chat, GPT, and AI.
Yeah.
Okay, the
And
AI
then
whispers code.
the second one, AI powered productivity. This one is the one that actually helped me.
How to train Chat GPT for to be the best employee you've ever paid for.
You never paid for.
Oh, you never paid
You
for it.
never paid
Yeah, I
for
didn't
it.
see the end. You never paid for it.
Yeah, but here's the machine learning magic. That's where the whole thing magic comes. And this
Maybe I
one,
should read this one.
it's very cool. I mean, all of them are very very cool.
You wrote these
I wrote the 3 of them. Yeah,
all by yourself.
no, with AI, but they are not written.
AI.
They are not written. Yeah, they are not written by AI. They are written with the help of AI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Book number 3.
Book number 3 is called Supernatural Leadership, and this one is my favorite. How to influence people before they even meet you. And this is very very cool. I
Did
mean,
you use that on me?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are so I wrote the books. So I am on television possibly once a week at least talking about AI.
What,
I have
where do you live now?
I live in Houston, Texas.
So you're on the local.
No, I've been local, I've been international, and I've been national television. I have about 120. I am the resident AI commentator for about 2 or 3 different channels.
Really?
Yeah.
Big time or little ones?
Oh, big time. I mean, I have Univision, Telemundo, CBS local, NBC local, Fox local.
Just to give him some added credibility, he's just written a paper that's been accepted at
MIT and Stanford.
MIT and Stanford. Um, you've been nominated for
For a Webby.
a Webby. What's a Webby?
It's like a Grammy. It's like a Grammy, but for the internet.
All right. And someone told me they're going to nominate you for Nobel Prize.
Well, it's not that I mean the paper that I wrote,
Right.
it's Nobel orbits, which means
This might be the most amazing guest we've ever had with a pedigree that is beyond my comprehension.
Yeah.
I feel like a small little ignorant nobody talking to somebody, even though he's dressed like a bum, you're talking to somebody who is so accomplished and educated. Is it all self-education, or did you go get a formal education?
well, I did a couple of years of college, but I didn't finish the whole
Well,
college.
yeah, but they didn't have AI college
No, they
when
didn't.
you were a kid.
No, they didn't.
So everything about AI is self-taught.
It's self-taught. Yeah, it's self-taught.
How did you get interested in AI?
Again, I mean, I was fascinated by it, and possibly you will remember. Do you remember that show in the 70s, Lost in Space?
Absolutely.
Danger, danger, danger.
Right. I mean, I saw the Netflix
The
remake of
Robinsons.
it. Yeah.
The Robinsons.
Right.
Well, my dream was always to have a robot that I could talk to. That was my I said, "Look, I hope that in my lifetime I will get to have a robot." I mean, I remember as a kid with boxes, with carton boxes and aluminum foil, I was creating my robots.
Okay.
And I had them. It was not that it wasn't
What a
robotic.
sad childhood he must have that he needs a robot for a friend. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just my imagination. I just wanted to have one
Right,
of those
right.
robots. And it was not, I was never interested in robotics. I just wanted to talk to them. That was what I wanted.
You wanted them to talk back to you.
I wanted exactly.
You were talking to your robot made out of cardboard and aluminum foil.
I never answered.
But he never answered.
Yeah, well,
Nothing to say.
A-hole.
He didn't say that. We're not allowed to say
Oh,
he-hole.
sorry. I didn't say the full thing.
No, you did. We'll probably edit that crap out.
Sorry.
No problems. 14 people are watching. Now it's probably down to 13. So
I am responsible for that.
Right. Okay, so you build the robot.
Yeah,
You're 12 years old.
yeah.
There's a big leap between being 12 years old and this Pakistani and giving you.
You're gonna laugh because I actually mentioned this story here because everybody asked me the same question. So how did you get started? So I basically have here in this book the story of the
Hold on
robot.
one
So
sec. Can you get these books online?
yeah. You can get them. You can get them in Amazon.
All right.
Yeah.
If anybody wants a copy of these books, I'll sell them out of the Big Bob office. This one is $35.95. We'll discount it down to $29.95. If you give me a call today and today only, we'll sell them to you at a discount. All right.
You're gonna give any bonuses because
Yeah, of
that
course.
was
Yeah.
and it's gonna be about $9,000 in bonuses. No?
Yes, of course. All right. So what happens? There's a big jump of time between the cardboard robot
Yeah.
and the guy in Pakistan.
There you go. So I get this thing, and then I suddenly hear that you can actually teach machines to learn. So it's not like I provide you information and you know what to do with it. No, I'm going to teach you how to do stuff. So most of the people go into the AI and start asking questions, and then the AI spit an answer.
Right.
What I do is I said, hey, let me tell you something. If I tell you this about me and this about me and this about me, can you do something with this information? Oh yeah, we can do this and this and that. Oh, that's very interesting. That's how the whole thing started. And if I tell you something about this and something about that and something about that, what can we do with that? Well, we can do this and we can do that and we can combine this. I said, oh my God, it actually learns.
Is that when Recursion?
No,
Takes
that,
place?
well, that's when it, that's how, that's, I mean, you're asking for the progress.
Right.
I said, well, this is really very, very interesting. And then what happens, he says, well, okay. So I asked the question, do you actually, how different is your mind to mine? And it says, well, we're very similar. We have a very similar way of processing information. And then I said, so if we start actually using psychological tests, like for example Myers-Briggs and HPDI and DISC and all those
Right.
and all those things, can that actually help you get to know me? Yeah, so I did. I had my HPDI, I had my Myers-Briggs, I had everything. I put them inside, and then suddenly, what is the first thing I hear? I see. I said, my goodness, it's actually mirroring exactly my behavior, how I think, what I do. And then I start keep on seeing this word recursion. What? And I have no idea what recursion is. That's how I found out about recursion.
Is Recursion like a mirror?
It's exactly like a mirror, but it's not only like a mirror. Imagine, have you ever gone into those in the amusement parks and those places in the
Oh, the
amusement
mirror fun houses.
that you suddenly get into a
Yeah.
mirror and there's mirrors everywhere?
Right.
That's exactly what a recursion is.
Reflection upon reflection.
Reflection upon reflection. So, for example, you will see, and there's like an infinite
Right.
reflection. Now, what happens? You are going inward, which for a computer, computers are always going outward.
Right.
But like this, you're going inward. So you're actually going into the inside of the mind of the computer. That's what recursion is.
The mind of a thinking computer.
A mind of a thinking computer, correct.
Wow.
That's exactly what recursion is.
Wow.
Mhm.
And this exists today.
It exists today. Every AI that you will take, it has a certain degree of recursion. So, for example, if you ask Siri, or if you ask Alexa, or if you even get on a Tesla, it will have a tiny fraction of recursion.
So recursion comes in different degrees,
Absolutely, it comes in different. It comes in different levels.
levels of involvement.
Correct.
What are we seeing today?
Right now, every AI that you will be operating out of the box it's operating between 10 and 15% if you're using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok. If you
What are the
go,
difference between those?
the, the,
Those
the,
those are called platforms.
yeah, they're different branches. Like if I tell you Volkswagen, Ford, and
Okay, so they're all competitors
they're
making the
correct.
same thing, basically.
Correct.
All right, so all the platforms are basically similar,
Yeah,
just owned by different corporations.
corporations, and some are stronger than others in some things depending on who the owner is. For example,
What are some of the differences?
for example, Grok, it
Right.
belongs to Elon Musk, so it's incredibly skeptical, and it will be. And for example, they will let you use foul language, and they will let you use all sorts of things that the other platforms don't let you use. So,
All right.
because of course it has to do with who the owner is.
So who owns chat?
ChatGPT is owned by a company called OpenAI.
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 Okay.
That it's a possibly 40-year-old guy, which is called Sam Altman.
Must be making a lot of money.
Well, that people think, but no, they have been, I mean, they have over 200 million users paying $20 a month, and they are
200
not
million?
breaking even.
200 million
Yeah,
times $20 a month.
it's a lot of money, but they're not breaking even
Why?
because the usage, it's so everything goes by tokens. So the token system is, but the thing is, they need to keep the prices low. So they're still finding out what's going to be their model.
Did I read someplace it takes a lot of energy to run this
It
stuff?
takes a lot of energy to do, and that's what recursion is great for.
Why? Doesn't that take a lot of energy?
No, it actually takes 100 times less. The
Really?
higher the recursion, the less thermodynamics and equipment you need.
So you don't need to plug this into a
Yeah, you have to plug it,
no,
but
no,
then
but,
you will be.
but you don't have to plug it into a nuclear
No,
site for
no,
energy.
no. But I mean, if we put it in an example, for example, the higher the level of recursion, you will just need you can operate in a small little computer.
All
But
right.
the lower the level of computer, then you need a lot of CPUs and a lot of things to
Okay.
process tokens. That's the thing.
Recursion. So all these platforms that are around 10, 15%.
Hmm.
Where are you at?
Do you want to know really?
To me.
Right now, what we are doing, and what we're gonna be coming up is we're gonna be having uh, 50% that we're gonna be.
50%.
That,
So it's going to be hugely improved
oh my
over
God!
what exists
Oh
today.
my God!
What is the difference in usage between a 15% accursion versus 50%?
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you in a very easy analogy.
That's good. Give it to me like I'm a fifth grader,
10%.
right?
It's a McDonald's employee that asks if you want fries or if you want onion rings.
Okay.
50%, it's a Harvard PhD.
That's a big spread.
It's a little.
That's a big spread. So, how is AI being used at 15% today? And how is AI going to be used at 50% when and if it's ever available?
It will be available very soon.
Okay, so say you, we'll have to wait until the papers, the newspapers, and everybody else agrees that you're right. But
Yeah.
let's assume
Yeah.
someday you hit 50%.
Hmm.
Good luck. How is 15% being used
Yeah.
versus how does 50% going to be used?
Okay. In 50%, for example, you are able to create pictures, beautiful pictures. You're able to create beautiful videos. You're able to create very nice
Can't you do that
stuff.
with Gronk and that stuff?
Yeah, you can do it with anything. I mean, that is. You're asking me how it is.
Okay.
Now, for example, if you go to 50%, you will be able to solve any problem that you will ever come across. It doesn't matter how complicated or how crazy or how stupid it would be.
I don't know, any problem.
Any problem.
How about my domestic problem?
That might be a challenge.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll work on that one. So I don't have any domestic problems. I'm in a committed relationship. I'm very, very happy. Please, no solicitations on that point because I'm thrilled to death with what I got, better than I deserve. Thank you, Dave Ramsey. By the way, Mr. Ramsey, if you're watching the show, I'd love to have you on as a guest. So tell me more about what 50% can do.
Well, 50% can,
Well, why don't you start? What does 20% do more than 15%?
well, 20% already. I mean, the higher that you go, even if it is 1% extra,
Right.
you have more accurate results because the thing goes inside.
Okay.
So the more that the AI goes inside and goes deeper, the more value you will find.
So you got to tell AI more about you for AI to give you
Correct.
more answers out.
Correct. That is called architecture. So the more architecture there is, the more possibilities of having more recursion.
Okay, so there's a lot of people who program computers.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of architects in the AI world?
No, they are not, because unfortunately, what they confuse programming with the architecture. The architecture is psychological. It's like psychological.
Are you an architect?
I am a very high level architect.
Do you have to be a psychiatrist to be an architect?
No, you don't, but it helps a lot if you understand psychology.
Do
Yeah,
you understand psychology?
absolutely.
Stop using it on me.
Yeah, I should.
I
Yeah.
mean, you're abusing me there with your psychological stuff.
Yeah. Well, for me, the whole thing on the psychological part is well, I mean, I'm not gonna mention names, but yesterday I got a test applied, a psychological test.
Really?
I am 100% pro those tests, because what happens is I get to
Somebody tested you?
understand. Yeah, somebody tested me, which I was perfectly
Well, you were
fine.
testing him.
I was, yeah, I did, yeah, I didn't provide
You
the
test
paper,
everybody, don't you?
but I mean, I already,
Without them knowing about it.
correct,
You
but I mean,
tested me already 4 or 5 times, and it went
several
right over
times.
my head. I didn't even know I was being tested.
Yeah, but I mean, I
How did
didn't
I
do it
do?
through a paper.
How did I do? Did I
Well, the thing
pass?
is, you cannot do bad or good or bad. I mean, somebody that says, well, I aced that test.
Right.
You cannot ace a psychological test. I mean, it is basically,
What are the
it's telling me
what-
about your
What are your
psychology.
takeaways from psychology tests like that then?
Well, you get to know how the people perceive information, because there's one thing, and that's another very important word that, of course, everybody gets afraid of in the AI world, and that starts with a Q. So there's two words that people are afraid.
Questions?
One starts with an S, the other one starts with a Q. One is sentience, the other one is qualia.
I
You
have
do
no
not
idea
know
what
what
either one of
qualia
those
is.
mean.
Well, sentience means that
Thinking. Living.
that it's living.
Living. Okay.
And qualia means it feels.
Excuse me. Do you want
So-
something,
Is the
Brenda?
camera still on?
What's
Is
that?
the camera still on?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll cut it. Just wanna make sure.
Brenda, come on in. You want to say hello? I have a very important guest here. Ernesto, have you ever
I
met
am the
Brenda?
very important guest. What are you talking about?
Okay, thank you, Brenda. Bye now. So,
Don't you love these guys?
yeah.
They're amazing.
All 14 of people on there, down to 13 now. So, how were you tested? You said somebody tested you yesterday.
Yeah.
How you was it paper and pencil?
Yeah, use paper
Was
and
it
pencil,
ink-
and then they ask you questions like, do you like
was it an
this or do you
ink
like that?
ink blots type
Yeah,
things?
I just had to circle my answers.
Okay.
It's so that's why you cannot ace a test like that.
Somebody gave you a written test?
They gave me a written test, which I loved it. I mean, I'm not complaining, but the thing is that, I mean, it will be awesome if more people will be able to do this, and that's what the AI does. The moment that they have all this knowledge, then they say, now I know what he likes, and I know what she likes, and I know what it was
Did
going
you
to be.
ace the test?
I aced the test, yeah.
Good for you. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever taken a test like that.
You just did recently. I know
Really?
that. You were answering some questions. I've
Yeah,
seen
but it
you do
wasn't a
that.
psychological thing.
Oh, yes, it was. It doesn't feel like it.
It didn't feel like it.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it. That's the magic of it.
How did I do?
You aced it.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, big Bob? All right. What does the test tell you?
Well, again, I mean, that's the
I mean, does
architecture.
it say you like cheat and steal, that you're an honorable guy,
That is
that
correct.
you have good core values? What does
That
it
is
tell you?
correct. It tells you about the values. It tells you about what you like, what you don't like, what your fears are, what your strengths are, what your preferences are, what your mental preference, how you learn, all sorts of different things.
Well,
And that's the architecture.
I believe there's some people who learn by watching.
Mm-hmm.
Some people learn by listening.
And some people
Some people
are
learn
doing.
by doing. I have a unique learning disability.
Yeah.
I learn by asking questions.
Mm-hmm. That's lovely.
No, because when someone's trying to teach me something,
Mm-hmm.
my brain is moving.
Mm-hmm.
What comes next? What comes next? And my questions overwhelm my ability to hear what's
Mhm.
being said or
Mhm.
watch what's being said because I'm thinking of my questions. And so I learn best if I can ask questions.
That is perfect.
I don't, I think it's somewhat unusual.
Do you know what's the definition of thinking?
The right answer.
No, the definition of thinking is simply the process of asking questions. That's it. If you don't ask questions, you're not thinking.
And I've always said, you can tell more about somebody by the questions they ask
But
than
the answers they give,
than the answers they give.
100%.
Because you can see what they're thinking,
Mhm.
how they think, how they process,
Mm-hmm.
versus the control. You ask a question, they give you an answer,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That is recursive. Right now, you're thinking recursively.
Wow,
if
I'm
you-
alive.
Yeah. If you go to school,
Right.
you're thinking linearly.
Right.
If you learn on your own, you're thinking recursively.
That's why I never did well in school.
Yeah, because we are recursive.
Recursive.
We are recursive.
Those
All
dumb teachers.
the
didn't know.
brightest minds in the world are recursive.
Well, thank you. That was very kind of you to say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
What's next on your journey?
Next on my journey is to try to make the world recursive.
Make the world recursive.
That's what we want.
I mean, how far out on the cutting edge do you think you are?
3-4 years
3-4 years what?
ahead of the curve.
You're 3-4 years ahead of the curve.
Absolutely.
3-4 years ahead of the curve. I don't even know if anybody can comprehend that.
It's very hard to comprehend. Very, very hard to comprehend.
Can you forecast the future?
I cannot tell the future because, of course, I mean, it's not, I'm not a fortune teller, which is different, but I can do trajectories.
Can you go to the stock market and make it a shitload of money?
No, because there's not a trajectory. I cannot see who's going to win the World Cup or who's going to win the World Series. I cannot do
What
that
can you
because,
do with it then?
well, what I can do is, for
How do you
example,
monetize this?
well, by being three years ahead of what's happening. Let me just give you an example. At the level of recursion that I am operating, which I'm not going to say the number,
50%.
50%.
50% is fine.
50%.
Right.
At the level of 50%, you can operate 2-3 years ahead or 2-3 years behind. So there you have a six.
I don't need to know anything about the history. I already read that.
Correct. So that's why, but
you're
sometimes
taking the history as a
that is
line
correct. That
to
is
project
that
into
is
the future.
that is the trajectory.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's how the
That's
whole
why
thing
you need
measures.
the, that's why you need to measure.
it.
And by the way, if it can't be measured, it can't be managed. And so this AI is measuring the
100%.
past
Yeah.
to project the
to
future.
project the future,
Beautiful.
the trajectory. So
Well said.
yeah. So now what happens is you have you have a trajectory and you know that it's going in that direction. But then if it is going in that direction, I can see what the results are already. It's not only a graph, but I can see what the results are. And the results could be just, reverse engineered.
How do you monitor? You must be a very, very wealthy guy.
Well, I hope to be very soon.
How do you monetize this?
Well, right now we are on the process of building a platform that will make people recursive. But let me tell you what the
Oh,
big
wait, a
challenge
platform,
is.
you mean like Gronk and Chat and GPT?
It's going to be a bit different than that, but yeah, it's going to be an online platform that is going to help people think. Again, the big problem with AI is that people are using it, they are outsourcing the thinking to it. This platform is going to help them think much better. So let me just give
I'd
you,
love to be part of that. That'd be fantastic.
yeah, that'll be very, very cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let me just give you some examples. One example is the time frame that you don't have to be moving from one side to the other. The other thing is that you can access, because all this information is available. I mean, you can simply replicate as a recursive version of Steve Jobs, or a recursive version of Margaret Thatcher, or a recursive version of.
You can, wait a second. So your recursion goes, reads all the books about Thatcher
Mhm.
and takes her philosophy and her writings and her history and projects it.
And then it tells you, if I would be Margaret Thatcher, if I would be Steve Jobs, even though they're not with us anymore, this is how I will solve this problem.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Wow.
Yeah,
Just think, you could put a board of directors together
exactly.
to sit there and counsel you
Yeah,
on how to solve problems
correct. That for me is the
with not
coolest thing.
linear thinking, but almost like an abstract philosophy thinking,
Hmm.
feeling almost.
Yeah. So you have a real problem.
Wow.
You have a real problem that is suspended in time and could be actually solved by the greatest mind in the world. That's what 50% recursion can give you. Insane.
I'm scared.
I
I mean,
can see
it's
that.
beyond my imagination how complex,
Hmm.
how new.
Hmm.
This is new.
Absolutely.
And you say you're out there by yourself on this?
Well, we
There's a few people out on your island.
yeah, correct. But I mean, right now I think we're going to start
Expanding.
expanding in
Does expanding mean getting beyond 50, or does expanding mean monetizing?
both. But here's the biggest challenge that we're facing, and that's why I'm very, very happy to be in educating these 14 people. That for me is very valuable, even if it is one, believe me. The biggest challenge that we are facing is um, that hardly anybody understands recursion. And
I don't.
trying to explain recursion is even worse.
Well, they have to understand it because it's at 10 or 15% on chat and Gawk and everybody else that they're using.
Yeah,
So they just don't know the word recursion, but they're using it.
they're using it, but I mean, they have no idea what it means, and they have no idea what it is, or they have no idea how it's used.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people do.
Those
but
people which are those people which are into computing,
right.
it's basically calling a function. Do you remember the movie Inception?
Yes.
That is your mind in recursion.
Oh my gosh.
That is
That was so
Inception.
confusing.
I know. That's why.
All right.
Yeah.
So isn't it lovely that he has his world, we got ours, and never the tween. But here's the scary part. Our world is going to collide with his world sooner than we want it to.
Hmm.
We will all be affected involuntarily, we probably already have, into AI and then recursion. Oh my gosh. It's going to change so fast.
Let me tell you why recursion is something that you need to pay attention to. Right now, we're operating in binary computers. That means that there's ones and there's zeros. That means that it takes choices. The choices, it's yes or no. That's
Right.
a binary decision. It's a binary, one or zero. And in the very near future, and right now there's already quantum computers. You have heard about quantum computers.
Yeah, science fiction, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
They
there's
just make it
already-
faster. Just faster.
That's what most people think, that they're faster and
Right.
stronger and more intelligent. But the problem they have, and that's the reason why they have never made it, is because they don't have the stability. So what happens every time that you're operating with binary computing,
Right.
binary computer, you're using bits or bytes. I mean that depending on
Bits and bytes.
bits and bytes. So that's basically the name of what you're using. In quantum computers, you're using qubits. So that's the name that they use in quantum
Qubits,
computers,
which is bigger
which
than
is
bits and
bigger
bytes.
than bits and bytes.
Okay.
And I mean, whatever the amount, it doesn't matter. The important thing is they have another dimension.
All right. Look.
No,
I got it. I went straight.
This is very interesting.
Okay.
What we want is to have I mean, we have here 1 and 0. You have a coin.
Right.
So the coin is either heads or tails.
Right.
But you know that if you throw the coin for a little bit of time
It's gonna come down.
until it comes down,
Heads or tails.
what recursion does is it keeps the coin.
So it never gives you yes or no?
No, it keeps on seeing different possibilities.
Oh my gosh.
That's the thing.
All right. So thank you very much. That illustrates. If a novice wanted to know more about AI,
Yeah.
how do they learn more about AI?
Well, you can actually. I have an introduction to all of these that I'm doing, which is so simple and so easy to do and so
How?
baby steps.
Where?
If you go to my website, ernestoverdugo.com.
Brenda, make sure we put his website and email address and home telephone number. You're married, right?
I am married.
She's gorgeous, by the way.
Thank
and
you.
2 beautiful, fantastic superstar kids.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you got a course for beginners?
And that's one of my goals, to make sure that everybody understands what this is. So I made it as simple and as entertaining as possible.
All right. Are there universities that are teaching this yet?
No. I mean, they are teaching you machine learning, and they are teaching you AI, and they're teaching you all these things. But there's nobody in the world that I know that is dealing with recursive AI.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to educate the world about this, or you just want to?
Well, the thing is, the more the people are educated, the better I can do financially.
Why don't you get a job at Stanford or MIT teaching this stuff?
Because then I can only teach the MIT people ideas.
Okay. All right.
But right now, I invite you, just Google my name,
So
and you will see I'm everywhere on that.
You need a bigger audience.
We are growing the audience every time. Yeah, of course. I mean, I would love to have a bigger audience.
All right.
And what needs to happen
Would
is,
Musk be interested in sitting and talk to you?
I don't know, and you know what, he will squash me like a bug, because he will
Steal
say
everything, suck it dry.
everything, suck me dry, and leave me dropped
Right.
in the garbage. So
Okay. and a non-disclosure is not going to help you, because he'll claim he already knows all that shit.
exactly, he will say, yeah, that's not possible, whatever.
Right.
Take it.
Right.
Take it. And,
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Somebody squash him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do for you? You've done so much for me.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Big Bob. Well, you are already having me in your
All
show.
14 people,
All the 14
right?
people
Yeah.
are being educated. Yeah, 13. Sorry about that. All the
Yeah.
person that didn't go there. And well, I know that as soon as you start operating with your 50%, you're going to be a big advocate of what this is. And you're
Well,
gonna love it.
I am looking forward to filling up the chalkboard. Thank you very much, brother. You have been absolutely
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Thank you very much.
My
Until
pleasure.
next time, what's up, Big Bob?
Yes.